Hello, Victor here. Well, I got another one for you. It's called Solution and Update COVID-19. And don't read the transcripts because they are gibberish. Also, I put this out for a couple of reasons. One, education. And the second one is it's not enough for just me to know this information. This has to be passed on. Otherwise, it just sits there like a rock on the road going nowhere. You know what I mean? So, this has to be passed on, okay? Here we go. When I first became symptomatic with COVID-19 in January 9th, 2020, I did not know what I had, but it felt like no other flu I had ever had before. I thought then I had the super flu. You know, the coronavirus wasn't around here then. It was in China, right? Okay. Then a month later I realized I had contracted COVID-19. I had the telltale sign of a deep, dry cough. I knew then I needed to put my story on YouTube for all to see and hear. I put out the information about how I beat this thing in less than 3 days in the video called Coronavirus Theory. This was a total accident because I thought at the time I had the super flu. It was a big surprise to me and it hit me like a ton of bricks. I just beat COVID-19 in less than 3 days. When a person experiences something like this, they get certainty on the experience of what actually happened to them. I am no doctor, but I know my body after 71 years. This started out as a theory at first, but all the news about this virus that I have heard has only made my theory more and more a reality. And I know the data I have is at least 95% correct. Like I said, I have certainty. Will it work for everyone? And will everyone survive with this solution? You have nothing to lose by trying this. Anyone who has contracted COVID-19 or even thinks they have this virus must at once listen to what your immune system is telling you. You must not go against what your immune system is making you feel. If you feel you can't eat or drink, do not go against these feelings. Your immune system is trying to dry up this invader. That is why it gives you a fever to alert you that you have an invader. That is, okay, and follow these feelings because your immune system is giving you, follow the feelings your immune system is giving you and let it do its job. If you go against what your immune system is communicating, your fever will go higher. And let me say this to you right here. You do not want or need to go to the hospital just because you've contracted this virus, okay? The hospital, if you do end up there, stage 1 of this event will happen. The hospital will insert an IV into your arm. The purpose of this IV is to keep you hydrated. This protocol is standard operating procedure for every hospital. Your fever will be rising. You will be coughing as these coronas build up a water shield that shields your immune system from ending this event for now. Then corona will replicate and split in 2. Then 2 go to 4. 4 go to 8. And it's the rabbit theory. Now you have begun stage 2. Your fever has risen more. Your coughing has become more intense as breathing becomes a problem. And the hospital is deciding whether or not to put you on a ventilator. Now you have hundreds or thousands of coronas in your lungs and they all need water. These coronas keep trying to suck all the liquids into the lungs to survive. This will become a living hell as you try to breathe. the coronas start to die because there is not enough water for all of them. Now, if you are still alive after 2 weeks of this hell, here comes stage 3. The dehydration by these coronas has now begun. You are now on a ventilator because you cannot breathe on your own. This is why the older people and people with other illnesses cannot survive this madness. And after 3 weeks of this, these coronas will dehydrate the body's organs. At this point, the coronas are sucking the water out of the body's organs, which becomes an extreme dehydration at this time. This will cause damage to the body's organs, no doubt. By the 4th week, you will not be conscious at this time. For now, the hell is over. You will either live or die at this time. As these coronas slowly die and lose their shields, your immune system can now do its job and end this event. Because there's too many of them to get water anymore. You see? That's the whole thing about this stupid virus. Now, a young person with no added illness will survive this, but an older person might not. And somewhere down the line, the damage to the organs could cause illness in the future. We've been told this on the news. You can search this out. This scenario that I have outlined is exactly what is taking place with every COVID-19 patient. Now, the way to avoid all this is to follow this solution. The solution to COVID-19 is cut back on the water and liquids. And if you can, heat up your body. And 15 to 20 hours sleep for 2 to 3 days. You have nothing to lose by trying this. I know it will save lives. Or you can let the scenario I have just outlined put you through a living hell. The choice is yours because this information is exactly correct. And because of this information, I can say this with all certainty. The only reason anyone ever survived this virus is because they either could not drink water or liquids at the beginning or became dehydrated in the end. You see, it's the same thing. The water's going away from the corona, right? And then the immune system can do its job. That's the end. You don't want to get to the end that way, okay? The secret to any coronavirus, is not rocket science. No. It is common sense because all coronaviruses are water viruses. So, the secret to any coronavirus is to take away its water. As soon as the water shield is down, corona is dead. It's just that simple. Now, it's up to everybody to pass this information along. Copy the link to this video, send it to everyone you know. If you just sit on this, it could cost more lives. And we want to avoid round 2 that they say is coming. They already know round 2's coming. They haven't been wrong. They said it was going to get worse. It got worse. Now they're saying round 2's coming. Are you ready for that? Thank you for listening. The comments are open. If you are making headway into getting this information out into the mainstream, please let me know in the comments. We have a lot of time right now, and this is the way to use it effectively. Stay safe. I'll catch you on the next one. Bye-bye.